Time is a-wasting, guys. You have just hours to enter this week's free contest here for fantasy football that we're running in conjunction with DraftStreet.com. All you've got to do is click on the ads here on the site. Remember, it's a $1,000 total prize money free roll, which means it costs you nothing to play this week. And if you played last week for free, guys, you can play again this week for free. Remember, the top 100 finish in the money. First place is worth $100, and the contest is over after the Monday night game. You don't have to wait till the end of the season, guys, to collect. So do it now. Click on the ads here in conjunction with DraftStreet.com for fantasy football. Again, $1,000 prize pool. It's free to enter. The only way you lose is if you don't take a chance at winning free money. Hi, everyone. Al DeMarco here, and this, of course, is going to be your Sunday video report. I've got free picks coming up on the Dallas-Washington total. Also want to take a look at the Philadelphia-Tampa side, and I'm going to talk about a couple of other games here on what I think is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, NFL Sunday card so far this season. You know, guys, over the years, and I've been doing this for some 20-some years as a handicapper, I think probably one of the questions I'm asked the most is, what is the process? What do you do when you're handicapping games? Well, I got to be honest with you guys. At this stage in the season in college football, I mean, there may be 123 Division 1A teams. I've probably read about every single one of them and seen half of them in action, either live or on tape delay. So, I mean, there's very little that I don't know about the teams on a day-to-day basis. So when it comes time for me to actually handicap a Saturday card, what I do is I take a look at all the lines and I just jot down the games that pop off the page. You know, I jokingly say to you, sometimes a game jumps off the page and is screaming, bet me, bet me, bet me. Well, literally they do, because I am going down the lines, I am circling and writing down the games that I like, and at that point forward, I have a collection of games. And if there's 45, 50 games on yesterday's card, I may have a collection of anywhere from 5 to 8 games, and that starts my research process. At that point, I will spend probably at least an hour on researching on every single game, going to the websites of the teams, looking at past box scores, using the beat writers of the teams to be my eyes, my ears, because those guys are covering the teams. They're up close and personal. They're my sources for the games by reading their daily features and columns. And at that point then, it comes down to the narrowing down process. I pick that one game because I'm a big believer. You find that one game on the board and you go for it. I pick that one game to go for. Some games I eliminate from the pile totally. Other games I use as the free selections. And the free selections are the games that I always say to you are that close to being the best bet, but they're just slightly flawed. They're not bad picks, but for one reason or another, I decided to exclude them. So I want to tell you what happened yesterday. I got myself off Clemson against Boston College. Had the Tigers circled early. I've used them before this season. I thought, nope, too big of a number. Didn't have that much confidence in the dog either. Just write it off. Texas Tech and Iowa State. Didn't know which way. Thought the Red Raiders. Then I thought the Cyclones. And then I thought, when I'm indecisive, give it the boot. Would have lost with Texas Tech. Next game, I considered Michigan and Penn State. I like the Wolverines. But listen, I know what Penn State is, playing at home. And I knew the Wolverines hadn't really played anybody on the road yet this season. This is a Michigan team that struggled winning at Connecticut barely earlier in the year. So I thought, boom, let's eliminate the Wolverines from the list. Well, that left me with 4 plays. My best bet, a 15-dime release, which was going to match my highest rated play in college football this season, which of course was San Diego State at Air Force on Thursday night. Well, I decided to go with Northern Illinois. And the Huskies forgot how to score yesterday. They were lucky they beat Akron, let alone not even coming close to covering the spread. And I lost that game. 2 of my free picks went down in flames as well. I gave you Texas Tech State against UL Monroe, loser. Gave you Wyoming against New Mexico, loser. The one play of the 7 plays I had in my little bundle yesterday that won was UCLA with a half-point cover against California last night. And you know what, guys? You know what this all means? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Because some days you're just going to have that happen to you. It's no different, to use the analogy of a baseball pitcher who's on a red-hot roll. He's had 7 great, incredible starts with a 1.83 earned run average. He goes out and start number 8, and what happens? He gets shelled. He gives up 18 runs in 2 1/3 innings. Sometimes it just happens. What you've got to have is what the great athletes have in our time. You have to have selective memory, and you also have to have the ability to just forget about the bad days. I've told you many times, I don't celebrate the wins, I don't lament the losses, but the other thing is, I never let yesterday affect how today goes. And that's why today, guys, even though yesterday I lost, hey, I'm still in position to going today. For winning day number 12 out of 16 overall, which I can certainly live with. And more importantly, going today with NFL 15-dime release, which of course I am 7-0-1 on the season with so far, including the Packers last Sunday over the Lions, the Browns over the Bills 2 Thursdays ago, 2 Mondays ago, the Giants over the Dolphins, 2 Sundays back, Denver crushing Philadelphia. So that's what I've got going today. I'm coming right back with one of those plays. I'm 7-0-1 or 8-0, depending on the line that you had that night for the Saints and the Broncos game on Monday a few weeks back. With those 15-dime plays, yesterday doesn't exist. I lost. I move on to tomorrow. That's what you've got to do. Let's talk about some of the other hot handicappers. Brian Rosica, guys, is on another one of those rolls. Yesterday, hit a 100-dime play in college football. His 100-dime winner, number 11 out of 15. It was LSU over Florida. He had a 100-dime winner 2 Saturdays ago with Clemson crushing Syracuse. Had a 100-dime winner 2 Sundays ago with Arizona outright as a 2.5-point dog, 13-10 at Tampa. Well, today, as he likes to say, it's time to press it up. First 150-dime release since he has joined this site, which was February 5th this year. First 150-dimer going today. And it's the marquee game on the board as far as I'm concerned. New Orleans and New England. That is the play he is unloading on today. Keep in mind that he's 76 and 54 with a push since he joined the site, making $10 bettors a little over $9,600 in that stretch. And today is the first 150-dime play he has ever had. Another guy who has just been sizzling is Shawn Michaels. Today going for winning day number 44 out of 67, one and only 100-dime bailout game of the year, your Dallas-Washington side. Remember, last Sunday, you got his one and only Sunday night game of the year winner with San Francisco humiliating Houston. That was a 100-dime play. 100-dime NFL releases, 34, 15, and 1 the past 4+ years combined. And he's got another one going today, guys. Dallas, Washington. If you're looking to bail out, as he says, this is the play. Keep in mind, he has had 66 plays over the past 4.5 months. He's gone 43, 23, and 1 with those plays, making a $10 better, $10,740 with those selections. That's how hot he's been. Jeff Benton, he's had 2 100-dime NFL releases so far this season. Week number 1, New Orleans over Atlanta. Just this past Thursday night, he gave it the Giants covering against Chicago on the road. Today, third 100-dime release in the NFL this season. It's a 3-touchdown romp. He says his team wins by at least 21 points, twice as big as his 59 Super Bowl winner on the Ravens. Remember that incredible college basketball run where he had those 100-dime plays capping the March Madness with 100-dime college winner number 12 out of 14 on Louisville over Michigan in the national title game. This play is just as strong. Yesterday, 40-dime winner on Virginia Tech over Pittsburgh. This is 2.5 times stronger. Twice as strong as the 50-dime winner you got on the Dodgers and Cardinals under in game number 1 on Friday night, which you got for just $9. So that's what he has. And finally, 2 other guys quickly. Chris Jordan, rare 1,000 star play. Biggest of the season. This is his big play, guys. Philadelphia and Tampa Bay going for winning day number 8 out of 11. Had a 300-star winner on Boise State last night. This one's 3.5 times stronger than that one. Remember, $1 bettors have won over $13,000 following his NFL advice in regular season play since 2007. And one of your featured coupons today deals with Craig Davis. Craig, former president of FantasyFootball.com, lives, breathes, eats, sleeps football. You know it as well. $10 bettor has won over $11,000 in the NFL since the end of the 2011 season following his advice. Today, biggest release, 100-dime winner, number 19 out of 27. His 2013 total of the year on Tennessee and Seattle. Last Sunday, he had a 100-dime play. A teaser, Denver and the over. How easy was that one against the Cowboys? This play is just as strong. 100-dime winner, number 19 out of 27. And guys, you can save $65 on that play today simply by using coupon code CRAIG65. CRAIG65, his first name and the number 65. Your other coupon today, save $24 off the single purchase of anything here at the site. It's a one-time usage coupon. and that coupon code is 24Sunday. 24Sunday. Let's talk about this Sunday night game here between the Redskins and the Cowboys. How does this game not go over? I mean, seriously, I just don't understand how this game doesn't go over. I mean, I'm looking at the price here of 52.5. Some places it was 53.5. It's down to 52.5 at some places. Neither one of these teams play any defense. I mean, do you remember what happened with the Cowboys last week? Okay. I mean, forget about the fact that Tony Romo threw the interception that led to the Broncos' win. I mean, he also passed for over 500 yards, right? And his team lost because his team can't play any defense, just like they collapsed defensively against San Diego, just like they collapsed defensively against Kansas City in the final 2 drives by the Chiefs in their second game of the season. They don't play any defense. They have been unable to get any pressure on quarterbacks the past 2 weeks, just 1 quarterback sack the past 2 weeks. Meanwhile, you've got a Washington team. Do I need to remind you what happened to the Redskins in their season opener against Philadelphia at home? I mean, this Redskins team gives up points in bunches, guys, and they also can't stop the run, and they also can't press the quarterback. Well, if you got Aikman and RG3 both having time, you have 2 teams that have good ground games with offensive coordinators don't like to call their running backs numbers that frequently, and you got a total sitting at, let's say, for lack of better terms, 53 points. I mean, don't you sense this game, both teams scores in the 30s, at least in the high 20s? So I'll go with the over in this one. Your other free selection today, guys, I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. Am I a little worried that this game is on natural grass at Raymond James Stadium? Absolutely. Am I worried that Nick Foles is playing quarterback instead of Michael Vick? Absolutely not. Listen, now here's the irony. You know, Nick Foles is 1-5 as a starter last year during Andy Reid's final year at the helm. The lone win was against Tampa. Okay, I mean, what can I tell you? I mean, he played really great against Tampa last year, 381 yards passing with 2 touchdowns. Foles came on relief of Vick when he was hurt last week against the Giants, and after the Eagles blew the lead, he calmly and coolly made some very clutch passes and directed a couple of key scoring drives to allow Philadelphia to walk away with the easy road win. As for Tampa, listen, I have said many times that I think Greg Schiano was just a Bush League coach. You know, if the NFLPA is right and he leaked that information which they are accusing him of regarding the quarterback, Josh Freeman, that he just got rid of, you got to wonder how long this guy is going to be having a job in Tampa Bay. But the bottom line is players don't want that rah-rah crap. They want the college already. They don't want it in the pros. It wore thin last year, but they were winning some games. Well, this year they're off to an 0-4 start. They just jettisoned their quarterback. They've got a rookie, Mike Glennon, from NC State, making his second start after throwing 2 picks in the fourth quarter of the last game at home against Arizona, which of course was a loser for them. So again, I think that you have to go with Philadelphia here. Yeah, I'm a little worried that Philadelphia's defense is pathetic. Their safeties are awful. You know, nobody's going to be able to stop Vincent Jackson. But the question is Mike Glennon going to be able to get Vincent Jackson the ball? Therein lies the problem. So Bucks haven't scored more than 17 points in a single game so far this season. A lot of people say, hey, but the Bucks, held New Orleans in check to 16 points in that Week 2 near upset. But let's remember that game, guys. Inclement weather forced the start of the game to be postponed. It was played in miserable conditions on a miserable field, and that's the only reason the Saints didn't put a lot of points on the board. So I'm going to go with Philadelphia as the other play. Now, let's take a look at some of the other games here on today's board. I'm telling you guys, this is a difficult schedule. Oakland, Kansas City, KC is undefeated. You willing to lay 8 points with the Chiefs? I think the Raiders are the play. But do you really want to take the Oakland Raiders minus possibly Darren McFadden today against the Kansas City Chiefs? It's not like Oakland plays a lot of defense. Are they going to be able to stop Jamal Charles? I doubt it. So it's a toss-up game. Green Bay, Baltimore? You got me. Big deal. Listen, I won a 15-dime best bet last Sunday with the Green Bay Packers against Detroit. How lucky was that one? Baltimore? Jekyll and Hyde team. And they're not that good either. Detroit and Cleveland. Hey, the Lions better win this game. They are a 2.5 to 3 point favorite. I think they can win this game today. But I don't know what to expect from Cleveland, a team that looked like it tossed in the towel after an 0-2 start. They put in Brian Hoyer. They won 3 straight games. I had a 15-dime play on the Brownies last Thursday night, 2 Thursdays ago, I should say, against Buffalo. Hoyer gets hurt. Brandon Weeden comes out of nowhere and leads them to the comeback win. Can he do it as a starter with that slow release? Damned if I know. Carolina, Minnesota? Did I not tell you at the beginning of the season that I thought Carolina was also a fraud, that this was not going to be Cam Newton's year, despite what everybody said? Pittsburgh and the New York Jets? Yeah, let's take the Steelers at 0 and what? Against a Jets team that gets blown out one week and then upsets the Atlanta Falcons on Monday night? Go figure. I mean, Cincinnati should roll at Buffalo, right? Especially since Buffalo's starting the infamous Thad Lewis at quarterback today. But you see how Cincinnati has been so inconsistent offensively this season. Arizona and San Francisco, which 49ers team do you get here? The 49ers team that, took advantage of all the Houston turnovers last Sunday night? Or do you get the San Francisco team that got walloped at Seattle? Again, tough games. And New Orleans, New England, let me tell you, God bless Brian Risica that this is his biggest play of the ever, 159 play. I can't wait to watch the game. I mean, it's the game I want to see today. I don't know which way to go. I have a real problem betting against Tom Brady or Drew Brees. So when they're facing each other, I'm a spectator like you. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all. And remember to play free fantasy football. And I will catch you again on Monday morning when we do this once more. And hopefully I'll have a different hotel room and a better backdrop than this curtain that looks like it was used in a high school play production. Take it easy, guys.